Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I'm in the outside of Mount Carmel today, taking a little hike back to what I believe used to be a road that was connected to Centralia. I'm not 100% positive on that. That's pretty cool. Look, it's the Steelers burn pit there. If you're a Steelers fan, there's that. Beautiful properties next to us overlooking the coal mine there. But I'm gonna go back here and hike a little bit and see exactly what is back here. I know I was back here years ago, but you know, things change over time. So let's crack on and see what's on the other side of that. The other side of the barricade. Like I said, it looks like an old road. Overgrown, and I hear water running in over here to the right. You hear the birds are chirping. It's nice and peaceful out today. And I think I have spotted our water source over there. Somewhere over there. No, looks like it's a fresh water spring almost. Keep on cracking on here. As you see, there's telephone lines up there still, so definitely utility company coming through here at some point, checking on those, I imagine. This grass is mighty tall. It's about a little above my hip level there when I walk through it. Prime time of year for ticks. I do have some repellent spray on, but you know, that doesn't always work. This looks like it's almost, yeah, this is definitely blacktop. Some of it looks like concrete in certain areas. Well, it's just a roadway. Doesn't seem to be used too much. Overlooking a soccer field here and coal mine operation in the distance, which we'll have to take a look at here in a few seconds. As I'm walking and swatting at bugs, obviously the bug spray and repellent's not doing its best. Come across some water here. A little dugout stream almost, but yeah, it comes right across the road here, nice and wet. A little mushy and deep too. Certain spots, just you gotta be careful not to get it above. I got sneakers on, you know. Didn't bring my hiking boots with me today. Here's a tree that's growing right out of the middle. A little mound of dirt there coming out of. Pretty cool, huh? Good question arises as you walk down this old road here. Is that the end of the line coming up, or is it? That is a good question. Well, there's only one way to find out, of course. And you, ladies and gentlemen, know exactly what we're going to say. Let's crack on. We are. Looks like a little trail going up through. And of course it is just right where I expected it to be. We come through to a whole nother realm here. Look at this here. That's where we just came from. You see they blocked that up with a bunch of boulders and let some trees grow. So obviously they blocked that off for a reason. But this years ago when I first came up here, all of this right here was mounds and mounds and mounds of coal. Maybe I'll look back and see if I can find some pictures of that from a long time ago. But they had all kinds of, like if you see on the ground here, resemblance of pea coal everywhere. They had all different sizes up and down the road. But I don't know what this road was used for before that happened, so as you see, it's not really well known. Not a lot of graffiti around here at all. But yeah, here we are. Let's take a walk down the road and see what else we're gonna keep on moving down the trail here, or road, whatever you want to call it. See a nice power line system still there. Good amount of trees are growing. The hill's really dusty of coal. The road has a mix of 2B stone and coal dust in it, and little pea-sized coals. Look here, we'll stop at this pile right here. Take a look. Let me move the camera down, ladies and gentlemen. This all here is actual coal, anthracite coal. Big chunks of it left around everywhere for everyone to see. And over here is just massive deer tracks all through here. Real soft pile. And again, that's all coal. So it's the coal company over the hill here that we'll see in the distance in a moment. They used to operate this back here, from what I understand. So let's go down and see what else they left behind. It's not every day you're walking down, and well, in the coal region it is. But look at that chunk of coal left behind. That's a real nice big piece right there of anthracite coal. Nice shape, funny looking too. Oh, right here on the hill, there's another one. Right here in front of us, there's another big piece. All coal everywhere. As I get done doing my cinematic shots as I go along, playing with the camera, doing different things. Can't wait till the grand finale at the end of this video, y'all. Can't wait to play around and see what comes out of it. But yeah, the road's going downhill, so that's the good part at the moment. But just remember, whatever goes downhill, we have to go back uphill to get back. But yeah, it doesn't really look like much to see along the road, at least at this part. So we're gonna hurry up and get down there. I'll see you down there. All kinds of deer track everywhere. Tons and tons of them right over this little hill. And as you see, it's a soccer field. It used to be a coal strip there, I believe, a mining strip. They filled it in, made that. And across over there, active coal mining. They actually timbered a lot and moved the coal operation down some since what it used to look like. Oh, look, little growth coming out. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we walk a little bit more, I noticed these here a lot. One of the trees here. I don't know if you see them there, the big cocoon nest type things there. I actually think they're caterpillars of some sort that are in those. Not the prettiest looking thing. I believe it kills the trees and whatnot. But yeah, I have the e-bike nowadays. I left it at home. It's on the charger. I didn't want to bring it out in the car all the way out here, which now I kind of regret because that would have made some real nice cinematic shots riding up and down this. So I might come back out one day, throw this in a loop of other videos. Yeah, another big chunk of coal, I'm telling you. You know, that's some anthracite right there. Like, holy moly, right? So they did leave some good stuff behind. But it looks like they took most of it with them. Wonder why they stopped using this area, to be honest with you. I know the operation has gotten bigger, it hasn't gotten any smaller. So we'll see that because we're going to go up and get a good view up at the top here once we find another trail. So stick along with us. The thing we're trying to keep in mind is you see the cloud system in the distance there, ladies and gentlemen. There are thunderstorms predicted for today, but not until later. But we're keeping an eye on that because we have to go way up that hill on the other side where you've seen us come in at to get out of here if a storm comes. So we don't want to get caught too much farther out. So we're still going to crack on though and try to get you the best content that Mount Carmel has to offer. Looky, looky what we found here. Some big bolts or bullet looking shaped things there. They're metal. Ladies and gentlemen, see for yourselves here. I don't know what they could have been for, but hey, they've been found. And a cool little electrical system over there, a little box or something there. But we're getting close to the end down here. We're trying to make this right and go up the hill so I can get a view of an active coal mine operation in Mount Carmel Township area, right outside of Mount Carmel. So as we approach, they have put a new barricade up here from the last time I was here. There's purple spray paint everywhere. Which that also means what that sign says right there. But you know us, we're going to go explore and get our best shots ever over the mounds of rocks. right? Over the mounds of rocks, through the hills and through the woods, to the best view we go. Let's roll, y'all. So anyways, I don't understand what's so wrong about being right here. It doesn't look like anything's going on. Unused property. I smell a skunk. Oh yeah, it's definitely a skunk smell. A real ripe one or a real alive one. That's not a good thing there. But yeah, here, we're coming to the end where it connects to Route 61 right here. There's a little all-turns right here. Then the trail that I want to go up is off to the right here. And then over there, where all that land is cleared, is we're going to start doing some more coal mining operation. I'll tell you a story about that place in a moment. As we extend up the hill, it's actually a nice smooth little trail. I'm sure the e-bike probably could have handled this pretty well. I mean, it's a little steep, but nothing that I couldn't pedal up. It has drainage on the side over here. So yeah. That's my first discovery as I'm coming up through here. There's a pipe over there. Water coming out of it. I'm gonna zoom back out. A little thing here with it too. Pipe of some sort. It's full and clogged with water. Yeah. My first discovery coming up the hill. And as you see, we got ways to go yet. We just got to the first level. I believe there's a little trail here, which I caught something when I was walking I wanted to take a look at, ladies and gentlemen. So here we are at the find. I don't know exactly what that is. But it's nice and heavy, solid metal. Won't go nowhere. So if you know what it is, leave something in the comments so I know. Right here. There's electrical wires coming out of the ground right there. Cut off, and there's that water supply we seen. And right there is our metal box. So yeah, there is some stuff left behind, like there's a little roof structure there. Something must have fell. So definitely stuff to see out here, and that's just the beginning. Let's crackle. So now we're going up where the road was kind of blocked off on this trail, so there's going to be less maintenance of driving up through here. As you see, there's washouts. The hill's getting a little steeper too. A lot of trash left behind. Some kind of bridge maybe up here, because I see kind of a post right there. Let's check that out and see what that's about. Yeah, it's like some kind of bridge almost. Maybe it's a culvert system under it. Yeah, that's what it is. It's a culvert system right directly underneath us here. Pretty wild looking, isn't it? All right, so we're climbing up some more, and there's some stuff to see up here. I tell you what. First, we got some kind of white cylinder over here. And if we look real closely, the road we decided not to take, there's something over there in the distance. We don't know exactly what that could be. But, oh, there's another white cylinder type device right there. Nice washout coming through here. Someone lost a towel or a blanket there, it looks like. Yeah, I wonder what that is. It's like maybe the top of it. There's a little valve or a connection for a pipe to come out there. Maybe if we get closer to this bigger one, it'll give us some more information on it. Almost looks like there's a vent pipe on the top there. They're heavy, nice and solid. I don't know exactly what they could be. Probably held some kind of liquid. It looks like it's almost half full there. As you see the level, not half full, but a little partial full. Well, yeah, let's crack on up the hill some more and get a good shot of what we got going on here. I promise you, it's going to be a beautiful view. Ladies and gentlemen, as I'm coming up the hill some more, I found even another one of these right here. Of course, there's a bunch of railroad ties laying right over there. This one looks filled in real nice. Doesn't look like it's a real culvert there anymore. But on that side of the property, they really don't want you hunting over there. There's a lot of signs like every so many feet. But right up here at this landing is where we're going to stop and we're going to take our view in. So I'll meet you there. We're almost there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to a big hill. This was mined out and reclaimed over the years. And as you see, up and down the hill, there's different levels. We're on like, what, the 4th or the 3rd? 1, 2, 3, maybe 4th level right now at the moment. And the hill just keeps going up in humps, you know, like hump, 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 up. The ground's real soft to walk on. I won't say soft, but loose material that gotten hard over the years. But y'all ready for this view? All right. See the old power lines over there are not being used. All right, so enough of the suspense. Are you guys ready for this? You ready for this view? All right, so ladies and gentlemen, there is the coal mining operation going on right there. Right across Route 61 from us. Right below us here, these white buildings are ones we were just pointing out. It looks like almost like a power station or some offices maybe. But all that land you see there that's clear and brown, they just clear cut all of that. Even where those pieces of equipment are over there to your left, right there. That was all woods just about 2-3 years ago, all this right here. Let me zoom out so you can kind of get the idea. And they're coming from way up there in the Centralia area and coming down, getting all the coal out. They already did this side that we're standing on over here. So they're moving forward with their operations and getting down there a little more. As you know, time progresses. But look at that view though. That's Mount Carmel over there. Just breathtaking, isn't it? So much better on a nice clear day. One more thing I want to point out in the video. You see where that light's blinking back there in the way far distance? That is the coal generator that produces electricity, that building right next to it, for the whole area, I believe.
Coal keeps the lights on.
So this helps support that, I hope. I imagine one way, shape, or form it does. That's pretty much going to be it for now, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned for the grand finale. I will get out on the e-bike soon and get some more good content going on other towns and villages here in the coal region very soon. But until then, rise above.